Love and light to you all. I hope this message finds you doing well. I just wanted to come and talk to you about, some of the things that I'm experiencing right now in my walk. I spent some time this weekend with the spring equinox and the new moon and so on and so forth, and working in that energy. It was a lot going on, but I took an intentional pause, and I'm happy that I did, because I really had some time to just really reflect on where I've been so far in my walk. Many times in our walk, when we go through an awakening state, or we get a fresh idea, or we get divine inspiration, we run with it, right? I'm one of those people. Once I get going on something, I take off. And I am in the process of learning how to pace myself and take time to reflect. One of the things that I have learned is the power of reflection, because I'm a person of service. Once I get divine inspiration and I feel that and I receive that, I want to immediately share. I'm like ready to explode, because that's the type of person that I am. I love to share what I'm learning and share my experiences and share what I receive. And that's okay. But I am learning to take some time to reflect. There's so much power in reflection, and through the reflection, it's where I and many, others really get that wisdom. We really get into that knowledge, because that's what it's all about. It's all about that knowledge, and so many of us thirst after that knowledge. I'm in that place where I just want, knowledge. But I also know that it's time to slow down and kind of pace myself. So that's what I'm in the process of doing now. I have so many seeds of inspirations of how I can better serve. But at the same time, it's a time of release, and a time of reflection, and a time to rebuild is what I have received in my spirit. So I'm going to honor my higher self, and I'm going to honor the spirits who walk with me and do that work, because I have been really guided here lately. If you have been following me on Facebook, with healing my womb. So that's the other thing I want to share with you, is this idea, or this divine idea that I received, and I understand, and I'm processing it, is how by healing myself and healing my womb, and is a form of ancestor reverence. Because when we heal ourselves, we are essentially healing our ancestors. We are elevating our ancestors. Because those of us who are descendants of North American Africans who came here, they were all about being free, being emancipated. So, glory. So when I think about freeing myself and healing myself, when I think about that, I know that through doing that, I am elevating my ancestors. I am honoring them and their desire and their will to be free. So I'm so thankful for that revelation that I received, and I hope that you receive it as well. So I am doing some healing work, and I know that by me doing this healing work through however I do it, whatever modality that I do it, whether it's through the elements, whether it's through my womb, or however it is, however it comes to me through the spirits that walk with me in my higher self, I'm going to do it, because I know at the end it's going to honor, my ancestors. So I'm in a process of preparing myself right now. I just want to share in going through a spiritual detox, and I'm going to be doing that with working with the elements. I felt called to really work with the elements. I'm going to be doing that, and I'm thankful for that, because the elements are everything, and our ancestors knew the power of the elements. Our ancestors, all of our ancestors, know the power of the elements. So I'm grateful for that. I feel very called for that. I'm going to set up an elemental altar, just an elemental altar by itself, because on my altar that I do for my workings and my readings and all that, I do have representation of the elements. So I'm going to call forth and work with those elements to help heal me, to help ground me, so I can be a better service for myself first, and to others. So I'm really excited about this process, and later as I go through it, if I feel divinely inspired, I will share with you all where I'm at, what I've been receiving. But it's so much that I have been receiving. It's just like I want to share. I want to share, but there is a time for that. So I just want to share that with you. A couple of those things just been on my heart in terms of the power of reflecting all that you have been eating. I know a lot of you have just been eating a whole bunch of stuff up. If you're like me and you're journaling, because I love to journal, take that time to go back, create that and plug that in your system is what I have learned. Take some time in my system and incorporate that, some time of reflection, so that we can really digest and process that knowledge and turn that knowledge into some divine wisdom that carry with us, and so we could call on it when we're dealing with the day-to-day and the mundane. And also how when we heal ourselves, we are actually healing our ancestors and we are elevating them in that process. So I have been so inspired with that. I don't know what to do. I'm ready to shout and run around, because I know through my healing process, I am healing and I am honoring my ancestors. So I am going forth, I am going forth in all things holy. And I'm doing this divine work for myself. And I will share it as I do, as I go through the process. So God bless each and every one of you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And if you feel like you want to be witnessed, please comment below. And I'll witness you wherever you are in your spiritual process and in your walk. God bless you.